Alright guys, I got my cans and bottles. Time to do some recycling.
Donkey Jaw Projects!
Denied. Still got my recycling back here. What? What in the world? So apparently the place that I go to get some recycling done, it's like this different kind of place. It's not like a grocery store, and they can do like a whole bunch of it. They got this machine, you kind of pour it in, and they just do a ton of like bottles all at the same time, and pretty cool. You can get a lot done, quickly. And I was gonna show you a little bit of that, but it didn't work out. Oh well. Anyways, that being said, welcome to day 9 of 100 Days of Making Comics, and today I wanted to talk about recycling. The reason why is because I just finished reading or listening to the audiobook that I was talking about yesterday, The 10 Cent Plague, and I can't get enough of diving deep into old classic comic book history and pulp novels, comic strips, anything sort of even a little bit related, sci-fi, movies, whatever. It's all interesting to me. I just been super excited, and I was looking up some videos on pre-code comic books, if you guys know of anything that talks about the history of that stuff, let me know. But yeah, pre-code comic books, and like the golden age of comic books, things like that. And anyways, I stumbled across this YouTube channel called Comic Book Historian, I think it's called, and started from the beginning of their list of like podcasts or whatever. And so I just realized there was like some really cool stuff about where like the influences of all the early books, and just like Kirby and all the other artists and stuff and writers got their stuff. And it's so crazy how they just kind of stole from each other. And I was talking to Adam about this morning, Adam Lohr, that a lot of this stuff people kind of stole, like the early comic artists. Like they didn't, most of them, or many of them, didn't really value the art as like a art form, like a serious art form necessarily, because it just was, comic books and pulp magazines and things like that were just throwaway things. They were in it to get their page rate and, take care of business, and, but they had a blast doing it. They had so much fun, like creating all this stuff. They were artists enjoying being artists, but at the same time, they knew that this stuff was not stuff that people like held on to, like somebody would hold on to like fine art or something. So they kind of stole from each other very liberally. And it was just kind of a thing. Like they knew they would like look over each other's shoulders and just kind of back and forth learn from each other and kind of steal from each other. So they would recycle old ideas too, from like, Ray Bradbury, novels, or like, old pulps and stuff like that. And, they just got stuff very freely from all kinds of other sources. A little more free than, a lot more free maybe than things go nowadays. So anyways, I was just thinking about that, and figured I'd do a little video about that, and wonder, where do you get your stuff from? What are you recycling? I think we're all recycling from things, whether we know it or not. So yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. You guys are awesome, and I'll talk to you tomorrow on the next 100 Days of Making Comics. Peace out.